at what point are you getting to a point that you kind of are understanding your own style? And obviously I mean, maybe at the beginning you're choosing from different places, but what has kind of influenced you on the way to getting your own style, and when did you kind of feel that it was yours?
Well, I sort of think I find that I suppose, stylistically, if I was to sort of pick an element, I always strive for clarity. And I think that a lot of films I see today, when I miss words, I just get so irritated by it. It's like, don't write it down, don't get the actor to say it unless we're all going to hear it. And I think that's where, I try so hard to keep things away from dialogue. And it's not just dialogue, it's even, I'm not sure what everyone calls this, but breaths and grunts, the sort of internal character, and to keep characters alive on screen, because ultimately, in terms of a broad audience, without all of our sound artistic friends and trying to accommodate their needs, I'm just like trying to look after average Joe. I just know that if my mother sees something and cannot understand it, it's just irritating. So I guess if I was to pick a very basic primary sort of like item, it would be dialogues and keeping out of the way. Second to that, you got to put them in the world, and to give the extension of disbelief, and to put people into a place that they would normally never go or may never have been before. So I must say that I would say stylistically that would be my sort of deal. I think that there was a time when just in the history in the 80s and everything, when everything became big and bolshy with effects and punches and things and guns, and sure, there's a big place for that, and it depends stylistically depending on the film. But even with that nowadays, as we sort of were in the 21st century, I find that that's also had its day, and I've tried to find other ways to tell a gunshot that is not normal as it might be. It is more about how the character would interpret the gunshot, whether they are firing the gun or whether they are receiving the result of the gunshot. And so I'm always trying to find something that is always internalized for the the character on screen. It also goes down to Foley. Foley, for me, is all about character. What they wear. I mean, we've all read and heard people, wonderful costume people, Edith Head and Catherine Martin, who, these people understand character, and I try to be with them as well. I look at each department and say, why? I just question myself, why has Catherine Martin chosen this sort of, evening wear for Daisy Buchanan and Gatsby? There is a reason behind it and why it's like that, and what can I do with sound to actually up that, because it's all character. So really, I think that's stylistically, if I was to pick anything, that would be what it is. I mean, Ben Burt, we all know, has built a career on these incredible sound effects, from another world. That's today they're still being used. Lightsabers, the lightsaber sound is synonymous with Ben Burt. I don't think I've necessarily achieved that. That would be nice, but yeah, I mean that's why I suppose where my style rests is in character.